What is up, our family? It is Ray. Welcome to our world. Happy Thursday, happy day, whatever day you're watching this. So today, I want to get up on here and talk about being you. You know, it falls into the semen retention type deal, kind of falls into auras, falls into the energy you carry within yourself, right? So the reason I want to talk about this is because a lot lately, I mean, everything, if you really think about it, everybody has got something going on within their life, good, bad, or just in general, you know. So when you hop on this semen retention journey, right, once you really become unapologetically, authentically you, and you realize your worth, everybody's true colors will show. Now, a lot of people will become two-faced, and that's simply for the reason because they, like, for example, they'll be nice to you in person, right? But they'll talk shit behind your back. You know, they'll say bad things behind your back, but in person they'll act like they're your best friend. So it's kind of like interesting, right? And you know, I feel like this could also apply even without being on semen retention, but on semen retention it is more prominent, especially in men, because if a man sees you, like, here's the thing, there's two types of men, the insecure man and then the secure man, right? So once you hop on semen retention, bro, you're securing yourself. You know, you're unapologetically, authentically you. You know what your powers hold within you. You know the energy that you hold. So when you get around a man who is consistently releasing and he's insecure, you know, and he doesn't have any purpose and is not purpose driven or goal driven, you get around that, right? And they hate you, bro. I don't even like using that word, but it's the truth. But they'll act like they're your best friend, literally. They'll act like y'all buddies, and that they'll literally act like you guys are friends, you know. And it's really prominent in the journey because, like I said, you are you, and they are not comfortable within themselves. And if they see somebody being confident, walk with integrity, respect, you know, and just naturally be themselves, a lot of people, believe it or not, nowadays are not walking within their true selves. They're not unapologetically, authentically themselves. And a lot of people don't like that. So when you really start walking in your truth and walking in the truth, right, a lot of people are gonna really hate on you, bro, but they won't ever tell it to your face. Never, like, never, bro. And it's like the ones that do, you can just see the insecurities on them, you know. I go to the gym. There's a room in the gym where you can take your shirt off and work out. I love being in that room. I'm there almost like every day. I love being in that room, bro. I like seeing my muscles move. I like seeing my workouts, you know. I like looking at myself in the mirror as I work out. I'm very proud of myself for the body that I'm building, right? I go in there, and then I myself have my own testosterone. I keep it to me, right? Women can sense my testosterone. There's women around the gym, they will follow me around the gym. They'll want to be in certain areas that I'm in. Is it because I smell good? Maybe. Is it because I look good? Most definitely. But it's definitely because of my aura, because of my testosterone that I carry within myself. Now, with that being said, men can also sense the testosterone you carry with you. They're like, oh, what's up with this guy? How come what's up with this guy? He's to himself. He's very calm, confident. He's always in here doing what he needs to do. And the women will obviously stare at you, bro. You know, women are they're more perverted than men. Literally, they're more perverted than men. They just get away with it more because they're women. Like, double standard is the societal double standard. I think that's the way to say it. Society's double standard with men and women. So yeah, like, women are way more perverted than men. And if a guy's focused on women and focused on a specific girl and you got her attention, bro, he's gonna really do his best to get the attention on him and try to make you look like inferior to him, right? I've had a couple instances. I'll be in that gym or in that room, and I'm not there for anyone's validation. Like I said, I like to be in that room because it's the only area you can take your shirt off in, and I like being in there. I like taking my shirt off and looking at my pump, man. And a bunch of girls will come in, you know, and I'll notice them, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I hope they have an amazing workout. I'm gonna continue to do me. And then there's a guy that walks in and he'll notice them looking at me, and all of a sudden he'll be doing the most, bro. A lot of men be doing the most for women, when it's like in reality you're making yourself look you're making yourself look stupid, not even inferior. You're just making yourself look stupid, bro. You know? So, yeah. I don't even know what I was talking about. People will sense your aura. They will sense your presence, your energy, your testosterone, especially when you hop on this journey. And my best advice that I'm giving to myself and to you guys is to stay in your own lane. It's like, how can you get in an accident if you're in one lane? The only way you can get in an accident when you're in one lane is if somebody from another lane comes over and goes into your lane. And a lot of people will try to cause accidents within you, bro. But the best way, I mean, obviously, like, this can be literally, figuratively. I mean, sometimes some accidents are, how do you say, unavoidable, right? But if you do your best to avoid the accidents, I'm telling you, as long as you stay in your lane, bro, 94.7% of accidents are avoidable. And I say this because it's true. It's the truth. I've had a lot, like I said, I've had a lot of men try to make me feel inferior to them, when it's like, bro, you're stupid. Like, you're making yourself look dumb. But if I were an insecure man, I would take that challenge and be like, oh, he wants to do X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z to make him look like, you know, it's just stupid. That's if I were, but that's not the case in my eyes. I'm like, you know what? He wants to get these girls. I hope he can do that, doing whatever he needs to do. Literally, another time, I was working on biceps. You know, I work on my bicep exercise, whatever. I'm wearing a cut-off tank top, whatever. I'm doing my exercise, and I noticed this guy staring at me. I'm like, all right, what does this guy want? Oh, well, I'm going to continue doing what I do. So I'm going doing my exercise, and the next thing you know, he plops himself like a chair or two over and starts doing the exercise I'm doing, when this guy was literally hitting a whole nother body part. And I'm not judging him, being like, oh, he can't copy me. Not at all necessarily, but it's just in the form that he was doing it. You get what I'm saying? I'm hitting the bicep exercise. He does the exact same exercise I'm doing, but he does 5 pounds. He does the next dumbbell up. A lot of guys, they'll do that with me. They'll do the next dumbbell up that I'm doing, when it's like, I'm not even here to push heavy weight, bro. Like, congrats, bro. You can curl 30s, bro. Congrats, bro. What do you want, a cookie? Like, congrats, bro. You can do fucking 1,000,000 pull-ups. What do you want, a cookie? Like, who cares, bro? I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. You know, excuse my language, but it's the truth. A lot of men will feel inferior to you when you're on this journey. And the best way to avoid any conflicts is to stay in your lane, bro, and do what you need to do. People will try to ruin your peace because they want what they don't have. They want your peace, and they don't have peace within themselves. So of course they're gonna try to disrupt your peace. They're gonna try to go against, you know, if you're feeling good today, they're gonna try to make you feel like shit. You know, I myself, I used to be like, I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna make everyone else have a bad day around me. And unfortunately, you know, I used to do that a lot, but I've changed since then. And a lot of these people nowadays, like I said, when you hop on this journey, they're going to sense your good energy, and they're going to try to bring you down to their low frequency. So the best way to go about this is to stay in your lane, man. And I just want to make this a quick video. You know, stay in your lane. Don't jack it. Go read a book. Go hit the gym, bro. Drink some water. I love you. You love you. And join our family. Like and subscribe. Till next time, our family.